Hello urban farmers, this is D and welcome to another episode. Now in this episode I want to talk to you about the fertilizer that I use in my garden, and more importantly I want to talk to you about why it is important to have a hard think about the fertilizer that you use in your vegetable garden. In this video what I want to talk about is manure and how to actually feed your plants, or at least what to buy to feed your plants. When I go to add manure to my garden, I always try to be organic, or as organic as I possibly can, unless I pretty much got something for free. I'll go the organic way. So the thing that I use, and I found it to be very effective, is the chicken manure, but in pellets. So you get it as a little pellets that you can just basically pick up and you put around your plants. Now the reason why you want to go organic versus getting fertilizer in those little granules or whatever is because you want it to be slow absorbing. Now the reason why when you sometimes add fertilizer to the plants and you see them wilt and you see them burn and stuff like that, well, they're not really burning. What they're doing is they're uptaking a lot of that nutrient, and sometimes in those granules that you get, the fertilizer that you get, those nutrients basically dissolve into soil and water very quickly, and therefore the plants actually take that back very quickly as well. They soak it up, and they soak up too much of it that it actually ends up hurting the plant, and that is one of the main reasons why I also choose the organic matter. The other reason why I choose organic versus choosing the little granules that you get is because in those little granules, if you don't read back of the pack, or if you have read back of the pack, you will notice that some of those actually contain some heavy metals, and you don't want that, especially in your edible garden. So you don't want those heavy metals going into your vegetables and all that sort of stuff. Maybe for grown-ups is not as bad, even though it's pretty bad, but if you've got children, you definitely don't want those heavy metals in your fertilizer. That will actually be absorbed and be taken up into your body as well. So those are the two main sort of reasons why I go down the organic path. Okay, so the granules that I get is this thing called Rooster Booster, and what it does is when I take it home, I'll show you what the granules look like. So the price is $16.46. It's not overly expensive, and I usually get a couple of bags, and that lasts me for good 2-3 months, and every so often I will pour a little bit of this around my plants, and that slowly gets dissolved into the soil as nutrients, so the plants can soak that up and feed themselves. So as far as the nutrients are concerned, as you can see, it still has nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, iron, zinc, manganese, and so forth, as all of those there, but they all come in organic matter, or most of them do anyway. So in this case you still get all of your nutrients in the garden, but they just get basically dissolved a little bit slower, so it's a lot healthier for your plant. And it's always good to read at the back of these as well, because they do have some really good hints. Like when you're planting fruit trees, you put about 60 grams per hole, and that will feed your tree for a little while. Established fruit trees, you put about half a kilo per tree, and that's just to sort of help it grow all year round. Vegetable beds, you put about 150 grams per square meter prior to planting, and 100 grams per square meter 8 to 10 weeks. So I've put this about 2 weeks ago, so I'm not probably going to put it in a little while, but what I am going to use this for is to toss this around the grass, so the grass grows a little bit better. So given that we've had a lot of rain lately, it'll be really good for the grass to absorb some of this nutrient, and it's not going to burn the grass because it is very, very slowly releasing. You'll also notice that you can actually put this product all year round. A lot of the other fertilizers you don't want to put all year round, basically because they give away a lot of nutrients, and if there's not enough water to dilute that and to help the plant grow, it basically just, you will see that sort of burning effect on the plant. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this little video. This was just to showcase the fertilizer that I buy, and I hope that helped at least some of you decide on the fertilizer that you want to buy at your house. I do recommend that you fertilize, or at least use as much of scraps, you know, from your kitchen and all that sort of stuff. Throw it in your vegetable garden, bury it in your vegetable beds, and that'll decompose and so forth. That's one way of doing it, but this is obviously just giving it a helping hand. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.